Teacher arrested at school board meeting after questioning superintendent contract. A Louisiana teacher who stood up at a school board meeting and asked why the superintendent, this is from the New York Times, by the way, was getting a raise while educators and support staff were not, was ejected from the room by a marshal, handcuffed on the floor, and put into a patrol car. Yeah, I heard about this. This is my first time actually reading up on it, though. The arrest on Monday of the teacher, Deshia Hargrave, was recorded by local media station KATC-TV, and a 12-minute version was posted on YouTube. It was widely shared, generating comments online that appeared supportive of Ms. Hargrave, who is listed as an English teacher at Rene A. Roast Middle School in Vermilion Parish on the southern Louisiana coast. I've not seen the video, Joe. No, I've not. Let's see if it's here. Maybe it's... Oh, yeah, here we go. So I'm watching the video right now. Wow. Wow. Wow, yeah, that seems like a grossly unnecessary response. Wow. Let's see. Ms. Hargrave and the superintendent, Jerome Payel, did not reply to emailed requests for comment on Tuesday. Yeah, she's probably stunned. I mean, this is just an English teacher just saying, hey, all these other people are getting a promotion. How about the teachers? How about you help us out? How about you give us a better salary? Teachers are underpaid. I'll share this with you. And I know that this is, I believe she was a high school teacher, right? Here. Oh, middle school. Okay. She's a middle school English teacher. All right. So I never taught middle school, but I can tell you this. I did teach college at one point. Yeah, teachers are extremely underpaid. And I'll give you guys, for instance, and this actually goes into what we were talking about earlier. I told you guys I used to tour a lot of colleges. And this is 100% true. And I don't feel bad sharing this. I've shared it before. I also used to adjunct at a community college. Professor Ron Placone. I was one of those teachers I let people call me Ron. And it wasn't because I was like, I want to be cool. Because, like, I mean, I had students of, like, all ages. It wasn't like I was the oldest person in the classroom. To me, it was just like, I went to a Big Ten school. I went to Indiana University. And half of my teachers and professors, they were just like, yeah, just call me by my name. And I would be on a first name basis with them. And I just thought that was cool. Was I actually a professor or a TA? I was an adjunct, but I'm technically not a professor because I don't have my PhD. In a lot of cases, you can teach different courses just having a master's, which I do have. But I do not have my PhD. So technically, I'm not a professor. But I am an adjunct instructor. So I wasn't a TA because I wasn't an assistant. I was the only person, I led the class. But I am technically not a professor. I was going to go on for my PhD, but then I decided I have a dream. And I hit the road doing comedy, and I never looked back. And that was back in 2012. I haven't looked back since. So hopefully that means it's working out. I don't know. So anyway, so I'll tell you guys this, and this can go into how underpaid teachers are. I got paid less money, and this is 100% true. I got paid less money to teach for a semester, to teach an entire course for a semester. I got paid less for an entire course than I did to perform one show at a college. I got paid more money to perform one show than I did to teach for an entire semester. Now, I understand in some ways it's a weird comparison because when you bring a performer into a college, you have to factor in the fact that they're traveling. You have a student activities budget that's set aside for that, etc. Whereas teaching is kind of a different dichotomy. But still, think about that. I got paid more if I performed at one college for one night than I did to teach for an entire semester. And I'm not even like doing that like as a per hour thing. I mean, literally, the paycheck was less. And let me tell you something. College performers are not overpaid. College performers work very hard. They do a very special thing. They bring important entertainment to campuses that the student activities fees pays for. They're not overpaid. Teachers are grossly underpaid. Grossly, grossly, grossly underpaid at all levels, from elementary, hell, from preschool. I'll even go there. I'll say from preschool through college and beyond. In most cases. In some cases, some professors in certain departments, they're compensated very, very fairly. If you get tenure, that's not a bad life, although that is becoming more and more rare. But yeah, I mean, it is. When it became apparent Miss Hargrave was being handcuffed in the hallway, the audience appeared startled. Yeah, no shit. This woman asked a question. Now she's being handcuffed. I'd be a little more than startled, I think. Several followed her into the hallway, and the video showed her on the floor and then standing handcuffed with the marshal behind her. "Stop resisting," he said as he walked her outside. "I am not. You just pushed me to the floor. I am way smaller than you." I mean, of course she would. Yeah, the woman had to have been. I love how she has to tell that to a cop. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Like, this is just a small woman, and this cop is just, "You're resisting." "No, I'm not. I'm not doing. You're like way bigger than me." She had to tell the cop that. She had to explain that to the cop. "Hey, you can overpower me by a lot." Like it's like Lenny from Of Mice and Men could become a police officer. That guy could become a police officer. He would kill a rabbit in front of them, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're in. That's good." Because, again, it's a systemic problem. Oh, man. So that's really sad. This is really sad. And I certainly cannot. Yeah, I mean, it's criminal that this happened. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.